Hey everybody, what is going on? It's me, Moldy Joe. You know who I am. You know what I've been up to. Just hopping back into my Seleucid Let's Play. And what do you guys say we put the hurt down on some Egyptians? These guys are retraining. So if I do my math right, the Egyptians do not have much longer. Oh yeah, I can talk to Carthage, get some more money.
We are surrounded.
Naval battles. What are you gonna do? Just gotta auto-resolve. I don't care if I lose that fleet. They did their job. All they had to do was transport the ships up to Pergamum. Okay. Let's see. Oh, got a new dude. Oh, getting attacked at Memphis.
Yes, Stradago. Yes, Stradago.
Let's see if we can interrupt that, perhaps.
Forward. Yes, Stradago. Onward.
Archers are nice. Alright, so here's the situation. We're sieging out Pergamum. We're being sieged by Pontus. And the Egyptians are pretty much putting up their last stand. So,
I shall speak with them at once.
looks like we can talk to the Numidians over here, get some more trade going. Not that I'm really pressed for cash at this point. Alright, let's send Demetrius down. And it says that I should have a pretty easy time defeating these guys. And I'm inclined to agree. Let's relish in this moment. Let's make it count. Let's destroy these guys.
Our foes are gathering, and it would be ill-mannered to keep them waiting. They seem so eager to face our lines, so eager to test themselves.
Awesome.
Await my orders.
Oh, Egypt. Why'd you have to go and start these problems with me? Pretty happy with how my war with Egypt was going. They attacked me before I was ready to fight them, and I've still been able to come out on top.
Units, hold steady. Units, forward.
Man, I got a lot of, almost all my guys in this army are mercenaries. I just got so much just miscellaneous guys that I would really never like recruit for myself. They're just guys that I picked up and was like, why not?
Gods be praised! The reinforcements are here! Send them to fight! Dishearten the enemy!
Alright, let's see what the enemy's gonna be doing. Looks like they're just gonna be rushing straight at me, which is fine. Come on, bro, you want to do it. You want to be dumb enough to run straight into a phalanx. It's what you're meant to do. I think I'll cause some problems over here. I could go for that. Let's see, who are my archers going to be shooting at? I don't care. Shoot at whoever you want. Yep. Cavalry going up against other cavalry. And we won that. Their army's mostly just skirmish troops, so I really don't have much to fear. And these chariots are probably gonna just smash up my cavalry, but at the same time, I don't care. This is the end of the war. I don't even need cavalry for the siege battle that's going to be ensuing later on. They're just filthy mercenaries. I don't need them. You know the computer's in a pinch when they start fielding peasants in battles. Peasants are absolutely worthless. If you ask me, peasants do more harm than good, because when peasants start routing, whenever any amount of troops start routing all at once, your other troops will start to panic as well. You can start a chain rout pretty easily. Looks like all the Egyptians are just turning and running instead of fighting, which suits them well. So yeah, I'm just going to mop up all of the infantry that is going to be too slow to run away. They'll retreat their chariots, that's fine. I don't care. As is customary, their chariots are going to live to annoy me another day. Just group these guys up. Yeah, I'm attacking Phalanx troops with cavalry. What about it? But they're busy retreating, so they're not going to be smart enough to turn around and actually fight me. Let's see. I only lost 4% of my army, and I killed almost all of their troops, so that's gonna be good. Making me happy. They also chose to retreat to the farthest possible point to exit the map, which was interesting. Hurry up, guys. Slow as shit. Not gonna be giving those horses any more Scooby snacks.
Pursue them! Drive them from the battlefield!
I don't know. I wonder if horses would like Scooby snacks. Actually, I don't. I don't care. Horses can eat whatever I feed them. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of what little troops the Egyptians had left. There's just gonna be a small garrison left over. And yeah, a dishonorable death awaits them. So all that's left is these guys in Thebes. Sucks to be Egypt. Now let's we'll have another fight to work on over in Pergamum. Kick the Greeks out of Asia Minor. We're going up against a Spartan, the faction heir. But you know, the Greek city-states, their armies are pretty one-dimensional. Pretty much all they have is just hoplites. Yeah, they can field companion cavalry, which is some of the best cavalry in the game, but that's not until a bit later in the game. Early game, the Greeks don't have much to work with.
But better still, to live and remain Remember brave deeds done well.
Great. Let's see, who's on the ram? Seleucian pirates, whatever. Just gonna get all my troops, all my ranged troops up in front and center, yada yada. Hopefully we'll be able to hit them over the walls, cause as much damage as we can before they inevitably retreat into the town center, which is where hoplites are more effective, when you can bottleneck the enemy. Just ask Leonidas. Okay, maybe we can hurt this general's bodyguard a little bit. That's a lot of arrows. We should at least kill a couple of them. Yeah, that's not too fun. I don't think my slingers will be able to arch their rocks over the wall, but you can always try. This is a fairly high wall. The lower walls you might be able to arch rocks over, but you just can't really get a good angle at this point. Stones aren't very aerodynamic. They don't have a lot of drop to them. You can get a better angle with arrows. I'll still move these guys up nonetheless. Maybe I'll get lucky, but I don't think I'll be able to do so well. Besides, my Cretans are putting in work anyways. Maybe if we're at an angle, I don't know. Just gotta hope and get lucky these guys can arch some stones over this wall. Honestly, I'm just doing this to prove to myself that these slingers aren't going to be useless. Because I like slingers, they're fun. But it looks like they're not going to be able to make it over this wall. Which is fine. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit bummed out, but whatever. I'll move my pikemen up for when the inevitable fight inside the city takes place. Yeah, these slingers can be darn effective when you put them out in the front lines and they soften up the enemy, but few things slingers can't do that archers can do is they can't arc their shots as highly, so if you even like keep your slingers behind infantry, they might peg their own guys in the back of the head, which is not as fun. And that's a bit of a bummer. I'm wasting a lot of arrows on these two hoplites, so I'm going to turn off fire at will. But Slinger's got a lot of ammo, and that's fun, I guess. I'll shoot some peltis, why not? These guys are not gonna have fun. Yeah, you guys are under attack. What are you gonna do about it? Pop a phalanx inside this little courtyard and cut down these two hoplites. So the computer's putting their guy's in a pretty weird position. Hopefully they'll move him from there because they're just asking for trouble.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Yes, yes, yes. I like to be very slow and methodical when I'm taking a city. I want to just lock down every street, every corner, and then advance when I'm not at risk of getting, ambushed or whatever. Because what city fights do, you end up getting bottlenecked pretty easily. And you could be in for quite a surprise at just how many troops you can lose to so few enemies if you're not careful. I have no clue what these guys were thinking. Maybe they wondered what running into a Sarissa would feel like. Hopefully I could help them out in that inquiry. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like there's only 2 roads that actually lead into the city, well, 3. But there's really only one main route that I'm going to be taking. Which is fine. I'm cool with that. I can benefit from bottleneck tactics too. Actually, there's two ways I can attack from, so I think I'll do that. I'll send guys down this road and send some guys down the other side of the road too. The more angles you can attack from, the more benefit you'll get from having overwhelming numbers, which is what I have. I'll try and get my slingers into the fight. Alright, so my game plan is going to be I'll bring the most of my troops up this side, and I'll support them with my Cretan archers. Then I'll bring a small group, maybe 2 levy pikemen, up this side. But I'll bring all my slingers over here. So I can put my slingers in the front and peg the enemy hoplites and the general in the back with stones. Sounds good, yeah? Oh man, this lag. I'll just fast forward it for a brief moment. Alright, now I'm just going to start marching my men up. Get these guys over here. Protect my slingers.
Men of Crete.
And all my archers will be back here. These hoplites are convinced that they're gonna attack me, but as soon as they see my troops, they get scared and run back to the town center. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but whenever defending troops are inside of their own town square, they have unbreakable morale, so you can't rout them. So usually every city fight ends up being a fight to the last man. Which I'm fine with, that's more experience for my troops. Where are these guys going? Looks like these guys are going to take the long way around. Whatever. Everyone will end up nice and in position soon enough. Yeah, sometimes I just accidentally think my men are going to march a certain way to a certain location, and then they take a weird way, and I'll end up with like an isolated group of pikemen just chilling in the town center getting ambushed. And that stinks. Let's check out the statue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at those nipples. Look at them nips. Someone's an outie. That's a cool statue. Uh-oh, I hear a charge. Who's fighting? Did the general just try and charge me? And then change his mind? Because that's definitely a good call on his part. Way to rethink that. I know, you got a lot of Spartan pride, but yeah, Sarissa's hurt. Especially when you're on a horse. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. This looks pretty intimidating. Like, how are you supposed to get through here? Come on. Game over, man. I'm just gonna wait for my right flank to move up, get into position. And we should minimize losses. Hopefully my archers will have an alright line of sight, or at least be able to shoot over this structure and hit the enemy. Alright, I'm gonna... Jeez, these trees. Why would you have these giant freaking trees in the middle of your city? Alright, I'll turn on my archers, fire at will. These guys will realize they're getting hit by arrows and get all pissed off at me. So they'll charge straight into me. Meanwhile, I'll march these pikemen up here. March these pikemen up. Sorry, just these two pikemen up here.
General flees. Press forward so that
the general had a bad time. Spears, very good against horses. That's like rule one in war. Yep.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead!
You
He's
didn't
made
pay
no
attention,
true
bro.
approaches.
Didn't pay attention. You done goofed. These hoplites are gonna get pretty ticked off sooner or later. These guys are out of ammo, so I'll retreat them. My guys will have a better position to shoot now. And I'm still gonna be a bit cautious with this side. I'm gonna wait for them, these hoplites, to fully commit. Yeah, this might work. Because if these guys are just content with standing here getting shot by arrows, I mean, who am I to deny them that? I mean, these guys are in range. These guys are not in range. Oh well. Yeah, I'll move these guys up here. I'll be able to take some good shots. It'll be good. It'll be pretty good. I'm going to turn fire at will on for my slingers. Tell these guys to shoot these dudes in the sides. And we'll see how the enemy reacts to that. Yeah, these guys are getting bashed up pretty hard. Alright, the enemy does not like being hit by rocks, oddly enough. Maybe I'll take a few point-blank shots at these hoplites. But overall, my pikemen should do a pretty good job. Meanwhile, I'm going to march these archers up to the side, shoot the enemy in the back. I'm sure they will not appreciate it. Gonna get my slingers out of harm's way. And of course they're gonna run straight into the spears, because this game has some weird pathfinding issues from time to time. What are you guys doing? Why are you facing backwards? That's weird. Yeah, these guys are probably going to get killed up pretty good, but these guys are going to get shot in the back. There's going to be a lot of dying going on over here. Yeah, these guys routed. Whatever. Hoplites are better when they close the gap between pikemen, but pikemen are better at keeping enemy troops at bay. These guys, I don't expect them to be able to walk this far into me. They're not going to make it. Yeah, I know, you guys are standing really close together and you have spears. Ooh, you guys are so tough. These guys stop routing. Why didn't these guys move up? I thought I told these guys to move up, but they didn't. It's weird. I think I killed all of those hoplites over there. Now these guys are just gonna stand here and have a bad day, pretty much. That's sums it all up. They're gonna be having a bad day. Yep. Man, these hoplites are gonna get stoned. Yeah. I am so good at puns. You guys have no idea. You guys are so lucky that you're watching this so that you can hear just fantastic puns. Like, can you imagine how your day would have been if you didn't hear these fantastic puns?
Gods be praised. This victory is surely their work, not that of mortals like us.
Yeah. So that's the end of the Battle of Pergamum.